Hello and welcome to another Canguro English Daily Digest. My name is Christian and today is Thursday, the best day of the week. And here in Galicia in Spain where I live, today is a public holiday. So everything is closed, nobody is working. But I'm here working and I want to explain to you why. But first, in today's Daily Digest, I'm going to answer the very simple question, which is, if you're watching a television series or a film, should you watch it with English subtitles or with subtitles in your native language or with no subtitles? Which one is best? And I'm going to answer that question. But first, I want to tell you why I am making these daily digests. So I could make only one or maybe two, very high quality videos every week and upload them to YouTube. And that way I would get, more views and maybe more possibility of more subscribers. But the thing is that I don't do this for views and subscribers. If I did it for views and subscribers, I would make top 10 videos. Top 10 words to say that you're sorry. Top 10 grammar mistakes that native speakers hate. But I'm not interested in those things. I'm doing it because I want to show that I'm here every day working. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm interested in language learning and helping people in the science of language. And I'm also doing it because it's really important to me to destroy all of the myths out there about language learning. And by showing people the science, little pieces of science every day, I hope that I'm helping to do that. And also, I'm learning. And this is something really important to remember. So this is a textbook called Introducing Second Language Acquisition, published by Cambridge. And it says here, in second language acquisition, much remains a mystery, stimulating continued research. Much remains a mystery. They're not saying that we know, 80% of language acquisition. We know basically how people learn language. So there's just a few details. No, much remains a mystery. And that's the thing, is that there's so many unknown things about how we learn language. And so that's why it's very upsetting when there's people out there trying to sell a product or a magic solution that guarantees results, because we don't know that yet. We don't know what guarantees results. We have some ideas, but much remains a mystery. And the third and final reason why I make these daily digests is because I am recalcitrant. Recalcitrant, it's one word, not two words, okay? And it means that I am stubborn and I am against authority, and it also means I'm difficult to eliminate. Okay, recalcitrant. Now, you can see the root of this word here, calc. Now, if you're a doctor or a nurse or maybe even a podiatrist, then you know about the big bone at the back of your foot, your heel bone. The technical word for it is the calcaneus. And that's what this means. Recalcitrant comes from calcaneus, from heel, because horses and donkeys, which are very stubborn, what do when they're upset? They kick their heels. They're kicking people who are behind them. They're recalcitrant. They are against authority, and they're stubborn, and they're difficult to deal with. And I'm a little bit recalcitrant. So, let's move on to answering the question about subtitles. So here I have a paper from PLOS ONE, a very important journal. And this was actually sent to me by a student. Thank you, Anton. You're a legend. And it's watching subtitled films can help learning foreign languages. So what they did, they had 3 conditions. So they had a group of people watch 1 hour of so there were Spanish students. They watched 1 hour of an English television program with English subtitles, with Spanish subtitles, and with no subtitles. And then they tested their listening and their vocabulary and their comprehension. Now, there's some really interesting results in here. So the first thing is they discovered that, and well, this makes sense, okay? This makes sense. If they watched the program with Spanish subtitles, then they were very good at understanding the story, the plot. Makes sense, right? Because you can read it in your native language, you understand the story. But they were not as good at listening, okay, the listening test, or learning new vocabulary. Okay, so that makes sense, But, and this was surprising to me, what about English subtitles versus no subtitles? Now, I have told my students here in the school that I said to them, I think it's probably better if you watch with no subtitles because that's more realistic, right? In real life you don't have subtitles, but the science has proved me wrong about that. So basically, if you watch a program with English subtitles and English language, you will actually do much better in a listening test. It says here, ready? Where's the results? Excuse me for not being well enough prepared. Where's the results section? Oh man, this is embarrassing. You see? Here we go. It was right at the beginning. Oh my God. The most relevant finding to emerge from this study was a significant improvement in listening scores of ESL speakers after watching a TV episode in English with English subtitles. A 17% increase for subtitles versus 7% for no subtitles and 0% for Spanish subtitles. So basically, you should watch with English subtitles. It increases your listening ability a lot, 17%. Oh my God. And in fact, this also shows that it helps you to learn new vocabulary. Now, because I'm recalcitrant, it's interesting to read the paper, but now I want to go a step further and ask, why? Why could that be? It doesn't make sense. And then I want to talk about a little bit of more abstract research. Okay, so this is a paper from Cognition called Strength of Perceptual Experience Predicts Word Processing Performance Better Than Concreteness or Imageability. Now here's something that's going to bend your mind, okay? So I want you to think about an atom. An atom, like the little things that make up all living matter, an atom. Now, is it a real thing? Yes, it's concrete. Can you perceive it? Can you taste it or smell it or touch it or see it? Well, no. And what about imageability? Can you visualize it? Maybe you remember an image from your high school textbook. And this paper talks about how perception is a really important thing when you're learning vocabulary. And I'm going to talk about these 2 papers tomorrow that will blow your mind. I hope you enjoyed today's Daily Digest. I'm Christian and I'll see you in class.